Hello, Caleb and Rachel. Here is your sewer scope from today's inspection. Obviously, that's the basement. There's the clean out. Not a big fan of carpet around a sewer clean out, but what are you going to do? Dropping down, you're going to see first my camera. That's the cable for my camera. You never want your camera head to turn back on itself. Never a good feeling. It's a good way to get your camera stuck in a pipe, but fortunately I was able to right the ship and get things moving. Quick turnaround, 11 feet till we get to clay pipe. So that first 11 feet is cast iron, good shape. Now we're in clay. Yes, we are underwater. Here's the reason why, right there, that wad of paper blocking the pipe. It has a tendency to do that, especially in the early stages of the pipe underneath the house. There's not going to be a huge grade to the pipe. It'll steepen as we go further along. So again, paper just kind of milling about right there. What I'll do here in a second is I'll go into that basement bathroom and flush the toilet, run the water a little bit aggressively for a couple of seconds, and that'll clear all this out. The other thing, like we talked about earlier today, on the return trip, when I'm coming back, I keep the camera rolling, and you'll see that most of this water is gone. There's still a little bit at the bottom of the pipe, but that's normal. There's always going to be a little bit of residual water left over. We're flushing things out now. So your clay pipe sections, vitreous clay pipe, 4-foot sections, pressure fitted. At the connection points, you're going to have little lips, little jumps. There's only one that took me a couple of tries to get over. Everyone else is seated really pretty good. Again, more paper right here. No big crazy anomalies or anything like that. Coming up, there's one section that looks like it had some older root growth. Nothing that seemed like it was active. Here's that one. It took me a couple bumps to get over. But again, all in all, pretty good. No big issues. I don't know if you can tell. You can see a little bit on the running water. This is the section that had, I thought, maybe some small amount of root growth right there, but it looks dormant, looks old. There may have been a tree out in the front of the house at one point that got cut away, and then basically, obviously, the roots die at that point. But you can see the downward slope to the pipe, where you can kind of get a feel for it. As we get up to the final drop into the city, it'll be greater. It's not this connection point, but you see the lip on the top. That's a good indicator that the pipe is angled well down. So now we're going pretty sharply down. And there's that kind of quirky, not the cleanest entry into the city connection that I've seen. My recommendation in the written report would be to share the video with the Department of Public Works. Have them take a look at it, see what they think. Maybe nothing. They may want to further evaluate it, but doesn't hurt to share the video with them and see what they say. Like I said early on, I'm going to keep the camera rolling as I pull back. Feel free to watch the return trip. All in all, it's a good pipe. You may, since you've got clay sections, you may in another probably 2 to 2.5 years come back, run a camera through it again just to see if anything's changed, if everything looks good. But beyond that, again, everything looks pretty solid. Please reach out to me with any questions.